My assignment for this week is try something new. As working as a digital cinematographer for In the Shadows Entertainment Group, which is a production company I own and operate, we have been producing and filming made-for-TV shows, documentaries, short films, commercials, music videos, and sometimes full feature-length movies. I've always been in back of the camera doing the filming, and I've also been in front of the camera doing acting and directing. However, growing up, I have always been fascinated with special effects and visual effects. I can sit in the theater and just be like a little boy in a candy store. My eyes are all wide. I am just totally fascinated by watching explosions and creatures come out of the water and just visual effects from different studios that put out in different movies. So I've always wanted to try to do that. I just never really had the time, or really you have to have a lot of time to learn how to do these effects. So thank you for this opportunity to try something new. So what I did is I went and looked online, and I found this tutorial by this guy.
Hello everyone, Dana side with Action VFX. In this tutorial, we will learn how to composite large-scale gas explosion in Adobe After Effects.
So basically what you saw right there, he's going to go ahead and walk me through how to composite these two explosions into one composite. So after I watched this tutorial about 8 times, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try this. So I was running it at the same time as well as trying to work on it with my computer. And I was getting very aggravated and frustrated due to the fact that you can't play this video from YouTube as well as use Adobe After Effects and try to work on a digital composite because it drains all the resources on the computer. So I got really frustrated. I just had to stop and gather my thoughts. So basically I just walked away and came back within 30 minutes, and I said there's got to be an easier way to do this. So I sat down, thought about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and download the video, and we're going to go ahead and just run it on one monitor, and then I will go ahead and follow along and do the composite work along with the tutorial. And believe it or not, that actually works. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. You can see here's the actor with a green screen behind it. Once you go ahead and key out the green screen, well, then it just turns to a black plate. And if you play it, well, you'll just see him acting to really nothing. There's nothing there. So what we have to do is put in the background plate. The background plate is this industrial sandlot. So now you will see him reacting to, well, nothing yet. I had to go ahead and purchase all of these elements from After Effects, Action VFX, which is a really cool VFX company. They have a lot of elements. And as you noticed in the tutorial, they showed you how to do 2. So to make a long story short, I went through and created 1 explosion, 2 explosion, 3 explosion, and the 4th one in the background. Now, one thing, if you noticed, there is no sound. So that's kind of a mishap there. We need to have sound. But one thing you have to notice is all these tracks here, they have to be timed perfectly, because if you time it wrong, like this, there's the explosion, you have your debris, you have your shadow. So there's 3 different elements that are working all together. You go ahead and remove one, such as, let's see, we'll go ahead and remove let's just remove the explosion, or actually the debris. There you go. Now there's just an explosion with nothing, and it's floating in the air. So you got to have the debris. That would make sense. So we go ahead and add all that in there, and then when you play it all together, you have, the actor looking at explosions which are not really happening. Got to go into Adobe Audition to make the explosion. So there's one explosion. So after I go ahead and create everything in Adobe After Effects, I have to transport it over to Adobe Premiere. So right here is Adobe Premiere with the sounds already added in. So basically what you will see is he's going to react. The sounds are actually timed. And of course, you're like, well, wait a minute. There's nothing exploding. Well, that's because I didn't put them in just yet. So I have to time everything once again. And this is the final product. Hollywood effects done on my machine. So this is for my assignment. Try something new. And believe me, I did try something new after having some headaches, having stressful situations. When you actually start working on a project and you get highly frustrated, aggravated, the best thing to do is basically get up and walk away. Clear your head. Go get a drink of coffee, some sweet tea, or something. Go get something to eat. Get in a car, go for a drive. When you come back, you'll have a level head, clear conscious, and you can actually probably work on things a lot better. And ideas will come to you like in a flow. And you'll be like, oh, well, why didn't I think of that in the first place? So I hope you enjoyed it. I did.